Hello, everyone. I'm Jeffrey, and this is my friend Kat.
Hi, I'm Kat Augustus Smith. Today I'm going to be naming myself after Roman emperors because I am reclining like one. And the reason for that is because I just had a wee medical procedure done on my neck, which is healing nicely, but it hurts if I stand or sit or exist. So I can be witty from lying down, and you're just going to have to take me that way. Okay, moving on. What are we talking about right now, Jeffrey?
We're talking about bro versus bear. Oh, the meme.
Oh, the man bear debate, the man bear debate. The reason why we're talking about this is because I was saying to Jeffrey earlier that it's rare when my feminist hackles just go up and this turned out to be one of those things. And it's weird because you'd really think that this should be a no-brainer, you know? A bear isn't going to say nice ass as you walk by. A bear isn't going to make up lies about how great you are in the sack to tell all of its friends around the water cooler. A bear isn't going to attempt to sell you into slavery. A bear is not going to roofie your cocktail. All a bear will do is eat you. A bear will see you as a human being, and more than not, a bear will probably leave you alone if you don't get up in its business. But and then we got these people going, but what kind of bear? No, dude, that's can I explain to you the many ways that that's not the point?
Yeah.
That's the point is not what kind of bear. The point is not, are you armed? The point is not.
It's not whether it's a black bear or a grizzly. It does not matter whether it's pregnant or with a cub or not. That is not the point, my bros.
The point is that we're asking the question at all. The
Right.
fact that someone is thinking about men in this way, that's the part that's mind-boggling. And that so many people, without missing a beat, are saying, oh, hell no. I'd rather come across a bear in the woods. Are you kidding me? I mean, like men have been saying this. My baby daddy, we're not married anymore, but without missing a beat, he went, are you kidding? I'd rather she come across a bear. I said, well, of course you do. Please. It's nuts. And yet I have seen, some of the discourse I've seen some very, very good discourse, mind you. I've seen some very, very reasonable, um, good conversation. I've also seen people who think that now is the time to post a link to look for the bare necessities. Not, this is not the time. Not, look, I am the guy who wants everything to be a musical. This is not that time. If I'm not breaking into song, you know that this is not the right time. Okay. Um, and and then you got other people going, well, it's not it's such a shame that the minority that so few that it's the minority of people, and they're putting a bad name on. No, it's not the minority, though. That's the problem. The Me Too movement proved that.
Yeah.
It's not the minority. And we are coming from a very, very real, scared place.
Yeah. I mean, my look, dudes, if you're hurt by this, fine, be hurt. But remember this. It is serious. Think about what her perspective is. She could be, as Kat just said, she could also be thrown up against a tree by the man and done awful things to her that we're not even going to talk about. That happens. And that's the point. We need to step up. We need to not just say, "No, well, not me." No. If you are not noticing this, realizing it's a problem, and doing your best to stop the men that are causing this problem, you're part of the problem. And that's the thing. Step up and do what you can because this is a serious issue and it is a legitimate issue.
Men, if you're hurt by the question, maybe you should smile more.
Yes, absolutely. I really hope that what our viewers take away from this is the understanding that no matter how you personally think this may be you, think about her, because what she's doing in that forest is scary when the man just shows up, because she doesn't know what he's intending. She doesn't know who he is. She's never seen him before. And all of those things are scary. And you don't know. We know all the type of things that men could be doing. And as those things could happen, you'd rather run into the bear. That's the simple explanation. Plus, I tell you, I've seen bears in the woods where I used to live. And granted, I mean, they're scary, but they ain't gonna bother us. Even if they got a cub, you're not getting between the cubs, so they ain't gonna bother us. They're just sitting there doing their own thing because they don't like us. And so the lady is fine with the bear. But oh my goodness, just because you might not do something awful doesn't mean that no man will. And that's the thing. You step up and you say something, you see something, you say something, and support the women because they are afraid. They are worried. And this is their clarion call to explain to you what they're feeling. So listen.
Even in terms of literally 10 feet from my own front door. Like, I go out my back door. We have bear sightings in and around my house. I live up against a mountain, and there are bears. There have been bears literally 10 feet from my house. I also have a next door neighbor who has made me very uncomfortable on more than one occasion and has been known to harass other people in our cul-de-sac. Given the choice, I would rather encounter one of the bears. I
That's
mean, I'm going to put specifics on this. This is no longer an abstract. I am
right.
talking about literally 10 feet from my door. And I like to think of myself as a pretty tough person. I have talked my way out of many potentially hazardous situations. That's not all on me. God protects the stupid, but that's a whole other thing. But yeah.
And I will just say one thing that you bros can do. For instance, there was this one guest at a convention that said inappropriate things to one of my friends, and in such, when I saw that guy coming, I ushered my lady friends away because I knew that that would be a difficult thing for them, because it's understanding that facing, they would rather be with the bear than that guy, that creep, because that's the point. There are creeps and you don't know. For all you know, it is the creep that's coming. And that's the point. You don't know. So it could be the creep.
Yeah, and bears always look like bears.
Yeah. And no matter what, the bear is going to be a bear like. And the bear like doesn't want to hang out with you because you ain't the bear.
A bear in, the next morning isn't going to say to you, "Don't you try and tell your friends that I wasn't a bear."
Exactly.
So, should not really be a hard question,
No, it should.
right?
It should. It's a very simple question. And just understand. Step up, bros. And ladies, we understand.
And if
That's
you can't,
the message.
and as an option to bears, there's always a bison.
Well said. Well said.